You know, one thing that is a little bit frustrating about the books, I have to say, is that they write the Hanzi so small that you have to use a magnifying glass to read them if you want to know what they are in the textbook.
What is it? You mean?
You know, like if you look here, this is really small, you know, and you can hardly recognize. I have to use a magnifying glass to see the throat. You know. So.
There will be nowhere to fix that because it's a standard way to.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, alphabet letters are pretty easy to distinguish, but sometimes there are things here you can't tell, for instance, what the stuff is. And I have to take my magnifying glass and hold it up to see.
Hello, 你好.
Hello, sir. Oh, yeah. Space.
It's acting up again.
Like, for instance, with the character for Shangdian, the first character is not really easy to make out on the page. The other ones are okay, but that one's sort of.
But are you able to see clearly what presented on the board?
Well, I can see that on the board, but I was thinking, I was trying to learn, you know, to copy the characters in the book. And I couldn't read I couldn't see all of the strokes in the first character, Shangdian, and I wondered what it is, you know, what.
Okay, so 6 点了 6 o'clock now. Class start. Are you ready?
Yeah.
准备好了吗？准备 prepare. 准备好。O que significa 好
Good.
Good, very good. 准备好。没准备好。
Not well prepared.
Yes. So, 准备好了吗？
Sure.
准备好了，一起。
Yeah. 没好了。
准备好了。Very good. Let's go. We will review a bit from who was behind last time. So, please. 怎么读？怎么读？
Sha.
茶 or 傻 Okay, 茶 very good. What if I try to drink it? Drink tea 怎么说？喝茶Okay. Yeah. 喝 We got two mouths here. 两个 resemblance mouth. But 这是日，这是口 two mouth and a man trying to pull things. So 喝 everybody 喝茶 Very good. 好 Okay. 我喝茶 么说 ？Very good。吃，Are you sure？吃，喝，OK，very good。好喝，好喝，
好喝，
大声，louder，
大声，
好喝，
好喝，
好喝，这是什么？
水，
Together， 水好，水好喝。Yeah. Or in this case, better. We say 水很好喝 right? 水很好喝 The adjective function is a predicate. You need to add a 很 instead of a directly 好喝 okay? 水很好喝菜很好吃 yeah. 菜好Okay. 下一个 Next word we learned is
想，
想 What does it mean? 想
want or would,
Want, would Or it could be also
think,
Very good 想 We have a tree 怎么念怎么读
move,
Last one
木，
木 And this one? 不是
no, it's,
Which one 是日
where is the left one?
那这是木 The same sound here 木 The I Imagine okay.
Eye,
眼睛 Okay I And then we just flip over to the vertical one So it become like this And then it become like this This line up here This line up here Up here So 木 And for the sun, how do we memorize it? Let me draw some. 这是一个太阳 And the outer round here, it's a louche. So we have a dot in the middle, present the sun, and then becomes the horizontal one. 日木这是木这个是什么星 Very good 所以 So you saw the tree 你看见木 And then you think by your heart See You think what a beautiful tree That's that Or you could say, I want this tree. Get it? Huh? So, 想 everyone 想 Okay, question.明天你想做什么菜？这是什么菜？中国菜。很好 So, all together, all sentence will be 明天我想做中国菜 Perfect Okay, now
just a quick question.
Yeah.
Both of the top components are wood, right?
Yeah,
And with the same tone.
same tone
Okay.
Yeah. Okay 看书 Okay, 书 right? To read 看书 Now 他们想看书吗 不想 right?
不想，
不想 Answer me in 4 sentences. Okay,
他们
Sishka?
不想，
Sishka?
他们不想看书。
Very good. 他们不想看书，很好。Okay. And another word we learned, very similar to her, is this. 渴. What does it mean? Thirsty. Thirsty. It's a bit ironic because you have water here, but you actually mean thirsty, lack of water. 渴. 好。Okay, so we start from here, our new lesson. Okay, so how do you read? 怎么读？你们怎么读？
米饭，
米饭。米饭。Very good, very good. Arroz cozinhado. Okay, 米。对不起，对不起。
没关系。
啊 very good. 谢谢你。OK， 好，好。你们看，你们看，一起数 ，Let's count。多少米？几个米
1、2、3、4、5、6。
Very good, very good. We have a bowl here, and we have a lot of rice sprinkled around it, and then we have see how I connected the bowl, horizontal line, vertical line, and then me here going down, me here going to left, and these two down. So me, but be sure here you need to be connected. Me.
So me is rice.
Exactly. Me is rice. But if you want to say the rice being cooked, cozinado, you need to add this one. Fan. Fan. So the rice that you usually eat every day, it's edible. It's me, fan. Me, fan. Me is usually like raw rice. And fan. Here we learn a new radical. Ta-da! This is a radical for food. This is a radical for food. Right? And so on this side, it looks like a hand trying to, it's not chicken feet, but a hand of people trying to grab for this bowl. So, fan, me in the bowl, a hand trying to grasp it. That means the food is already cooked. So, it's cozinado, it's not raw. Okay, 米饭. Okay.
Is that second character fan sort of always associated with rice, or is it also some a word when you want to refer to something else that's cooked?
Again, please.
Well, you have rice, which if it's not cooked is a mi,
Yeah.
and then you have fan.
Yeah.
If you had something else that was cooked, like
Oh
corn
no,
or
this
something,
is just a specific combination here.
that's what I wanted to know.
Only
If it
here.
was a specific combination, or if this word was a like modifier for other food.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
Okay, another trick to help you memorize is this is another pictorial phonetic character with the left radical. What does it suggest again? What's the radical suggest? Food, very good. And it suggests the meaning of this, right? And on the right side suggests the sound. So this character, it's called fan. 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 And it has a meaning of it repetition. So I hope it's so good that I'll keep repeating eating it. 饭，饭，米饭。Alright.
So fun by itself, it's third tone, and it just turns into a second tone because of the third tone of the
It turns to second tone because it's combined with this radical. And we say this kind of character pictorial phonetic character, the right side suggests meaning, suggests the sound, but does not mean like 100% indicating the sound. So it's similar. It's only similar, but it kind of changed a little bit. Okay. So question. 你 I'm not gonna read it. You guys try. The bottom line here.
So 你舍
吃
你舍
吃不
舍
吃
米饭
米饭 Very good. 吃不吃 Answer with either 吃 or 不吃 Okay, now. So, 喂，你吃不吃米饭？
我吃米饭。
你吃米饭 Okay, ask anybody else.
So, 你吃
Try.
你吃不吃米饭？
我吃
吃什么？
吃什么？
什么 What
啊，
米饭饭 Very good. 米饭 Wonderful. Okay, and how do you say yes, I'm not only just eat, but I actually want to eat. I want to eat.
我想吃米饭。
Agree? 我想吃米饭 Okay. Leon one? 你想吃米饭吗？
我
想
我想吃米饭。
Very good. Alright, so 丢 no 讲丢 Today you are not in appetite. 你想吃米饭吗？
我不想米饭。
不想吃。
我不想吃米饭。
Very good. Huh? Alright.
Which is always
Now, a lot of food. Okay, let's do one by one. 怎么读？面包。面包 bread. Okay. 这个呢 ？This one. 面条。Yeah, 面 it means the dough. The dough. And 面包 bao is something. I mean, it literally means the bag. So the dough is being made in the baggy way. 面包 and 条 means a stripe. So dough made in the stripe. 面条 the noodle. Okay. And what about this?
鸡蛋。
First one, 鸡蛋 鸡 the chicken 蛋 the egg chicken egg Okay, this one
牛排。
second one 牛排 repeat 牛排 Yes, exactly 牛排 anyone remember 牛 we talked about it way before.
It's an ox or beef.
Yeah, ox, cow, or anything. in general. So 牛排 steak. Now how do you say chicken fillet?
鸡排
鸡排 exactly. 鸡排. Pai is fillet. You can understand that way. Okay. And this is another pie. Yeah. And what kind of meat could it be?
Pork.
Yes.
Big
猪
pie.
排，猪排，鸡排、牛排、猪排。Oh yeah, there we go. Chicken fillet. 鸡排。鸡排。How do you say? Okay. Now I'm going to teach you the real pronunciation for tofu. That's it. 豆腐。Yeah, be careful for the neutral tone. 豆腐。豆腐。Very good. 豆腐。Okay. Next one. 这是什么
Fried rice.
Fried rice, yeah. Do you know how to say in like a Chinese phonetic way? Chao fan? Have you heard about it?
小
饭
yeah.
炒饭
小
Yeah.
饭
But now let's add the tone. 炒饭 What is fan?
No.
It's
What word did we learn before about fan?
Fun is the cooking.
Repetition.
Yeah, 米饭 exactly. 炒饭 It's a 米饭 that's been fried. This is fried. So 炒饭炒饭
So is tofu two different words together, or is this a sound with another? Like does fu and do are these two words by themselves as well, or just two characters that were always together?
It's two different things that you combine together means this.
Well, I wondered
Cannot-
because you said with pie, I thought about does fu have a meaning
Oh,
in
fu.
food?
No, fu it means rot literally. So I suggest it's like a pointed, suggesting it's fermented. I mean,
The
it's kind of-
fermented aspect of the curd
The bean actually.
is dough is bean.
Dough is bean.
Okay, so-
Bean as being rotten bean literally means so.
Okay, fermented.
Okay. And what about this? 这是什么 Noodles. Of course I know it's noodles. No.
Chow.
炒 Well, Chinese dish you've seen in Chinese restaurant, you know, 炒面, right?
荞面.
Mean, it's here. 面.
荞面.
So 炒面,
In American they say chow mein.
炒面.
It would be fried dough.
Fried. Yeah. Well, actually, 面 standing by itself. Okay, itself, it means noodle. It's more of a like a common usage here. Eventually, just make a 面 dough into its meaning of a noodle. Okay, so food is very, very important in Chinese culture. You didn't know it. And Dr. Wei, you were like super fascinated about either food or music in China. And now I'm gonna introduce you a typical Chinese culture in greeting each other. Probably you already know it,
Yeah.
but have a 流丝口酒包 before? No, okay, great. I'll be the first one introducing it. Great. Oh, no. Before that, let's try to do a little bit of group discussion. Okay, to practice these. So, ask your partner what they want to eat, and then you can choose from all of these ranges. Okay, let's go.
So, we shall.
这个上炒饭
是
炒饭
The question was that what do you want to eat? Also, of the verb.
What's
What's the other should? Oh, you either have drink or to eat. But this is all
Okay, it's a new verb.
on the right hand side, you have what's the other should.
Okay, this one. So I have 你喜欢 and verb like 喜欢吃什么
If I'm saying I might say I don't want or I don't want.
不想 like I don't want to eat I don't want
But it's not equal to well, I don't want.
and that's another word there we go 喜欢
What's the other so pizza.
Io sto per
面包 or 面包给手 both面包Okay, all finished? Wonderful. Now, let's go back to the introduction of the Chinese culture. Okay, finally.
I have a quick question. What is the name for the bao that are the steamed?
包子
Baozi are the steamed ones like filled with pork and things like that.
Yeah, 包子
Baozi.
Yeah, 子 like 儿子 right? 包子
Okay.
泡 You can see in the restaurant 泡 in yeah, that kind of actually that thing written in Chinese is that 面包包子 steamed bun. Alright, so how do Chinese people greet each other? It's actually not as simple as you might think. How do we greet each other before?
Hi.
Yeah.
This is not Chinese.
Oh, 你好。
你好啊，你好. But 你好 is a bit more formal, and it's always used when you are like meeting this person the first time. And if you're like really casual with that person, or like you're dating his good friend instead of just rare acquaintances, what you said is gonna be asking them, "Have you eaten yet?" Yeah. Alright. Because food is so important here. Alright. So Chinese version of what's up is, "Have you eaten yet?"
So,
怎么读？你吃什么？吃饭，是饭了。 Exactly. Le, the last time we learned le is to indicate the change.
Yeah.
It has another usage. Le means the past tense. 吃饭 eat eat. 吃饭了 ate. 写 write. 写了 wrote. Le. Okay. I will present it formally in the future. And right now, just for you to recognize it. Yeah, le ma, right? Ma, to ask the question. So you can answer yes or no. Let's go. Let's see if I can click this up.
Como se todas as palavras que conhecesse desaparecessem de repente do seu cérebro. Ganhe confiança rapidamente com o professor ideal para você.
It's a Brazilian accent.
Specifically, remember the N. I was specifically waiting for this lesson.
We're not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
Para começar a falar e finalmente notar a diferença. What's up, guys? Kevin Cook here. And did you know that when Chinese people greet each other, they don't say "How are you"? They say
On the slides it was.
"Have you eaten?"
Yeah? Wait,
That's when
what?
you're speaking Mandarin, the common dialects. But there are hundreds of dialects.
What's the problem? Just a sec, I'll just present it and make this good.
Have you eaten yet?
你好。Have you
What's
eaten?
up, guys? Kevin Cook here. And did you know that when Chinese people greet each other, they don't say "How are you"? They say "你吃饭了吗?" Have you eaten? That's when you're speaking Mandarin, a common dialect. But there are hundreds of dialects spoken throughout the country of China. And because I'm in Yangshuo, this is a touristy area of China, I bet that there are people from all over the country here sightseeing and doing some traveling. So what I'm going to do is go out to the streets here and ask some people to teach me how to say "你吃饭了吗?" using their local dialect from where they're from. I bet it'll be really cool and we'll hear lots of different dialects here.
我来自湖北校的，你吃饭了吗？在我们那里用你吃饭吗？
So similar?
你吃饭没有？吃饭没啦？拜拜妹，你食飯未？
你食飯咗未？你好飯未？
你可吃飯了？
你吃饭了？吃饭了没有？
唱個蛋糕嗎？
没学的。
吃了吗？
天，你吃饭了没？
你吃饭了不？你吃了吗？
吃飯了冇？你係飯嚟嗎？飯唔得，好咗佢。
你吃飯嗎？
你吃飯了？
吃不了。
你係飯未？你幾飯啦？
那家伙，你吃饭没？
吃咗飯未啊？
好了好了，好吃你啊，你的毛很可愛啊。
这是什么？
Basically, every person I spoke to had a grasp on some dialect or at least some variation of a local dialect. Even though everyone was communicating the same message, the way that they delivered it was so completely different. It's worth noting that because I filmed this video in one location, naturally everyone I spoke with is not going to represent the entire population of China and all the different dialects spoken throughout the country here. In fact, all of the dialects shown in this video heavily skew towards the southern region of China, particularly the Guangxi and Guangdong provinces.
Southern part have a lot of
Not
variety
just
of
the different
dialects.
dialects spoken in different provinces, but in fact in different counties within the city of Guilin itself. We spoke to
the
some
village
people
dialect
in
is
Yangshuo
completely-
County and Gongcheng County, and they all had a different dialect. Check it out.
吃飯了沒？
你幾飯啦？
你吃飯了沒？
So even though these people are from like only 60 kilometers of each other, their dialects are completely different. And now apply this scale to the entire country of China, and just imagine the vastness of all the different dialects here. And when I say dialects, I'm not even just talking about like an accent here. I'm talking about almost like a language itself. Some of these dialects are so completely different from each other. I'm from the United States, I'm from Texas, and a lot of people in the south of the United States will talk with a little bit of southern drawl whenever they communicate. But Somebody from New York might throw in a little bit of a New York accent. You never know. That's just an accent. When you're thinking about dialects, that's like a totally different language people are speaking in different regions throughout China. That can be totally confusing, especially for someone like me who is studying Chinese as a foreign language. If you do decide to study in China, even though there are just countless dialects spoken throughout the country, studying Mandarin is a surefire way to be understood and be able to understand all the people that you're communicating with here, because it's the dialect that's taught in all the schools here, and it's generally understood by the entire country. So if you are considering studying in China, look no further than Omeidao Chinese Language Academy here in Yangshuo.
This is advertisement
Great
here.
scenery, beautiful outdoors, lots of things to explore, but the community in this school is so great. You're going to be fully immersed in Chinese culture.
Okay, that's enough. I had a friend who's from Arabic people who study in my university in Guangdong province. And you know, in Guangdong province, you usually speak Cantonese. And for people who are not that well educated, they speak Mandarin with a certain kind of accent that's hugely influenced by Cantonese. So my friend, poor friend, was like, I could never understand what they're talking about. I've been studying Chinese for 2 years, it's so frustrating. And I was like, it's fine, just ask something. And then I suggested him go to Beijing for traveling. And after he came back from Beijing, he was like, my Chinese is so dope ass because I understand everything what they say. Because what they say in Beijing is a standard Mandarin that we're doing right now, the accent, I mean. So you can see a lot of accent can influence each other because of this dialect. So yeah.
Two comments. One is that in German there's a similar kind of greeting in which when I
how about save this for the
but it's relevant here to my next question, because the thing is, it's one thing to say something to somebody like hello or how are you doing, but what do you answer? Because what do you say to somebody who says that to you? So, you know, if I say to somebody in German like wie geht's, the person, it's like how are you going, right? There is an answer to that. It's not.
Okay, I'm sorry, I really need to cut you off.
No, but that's what I want to know is that, what's the
Okay,
answer
what's your
to
question?
that?
What's your question?
My question is, if somebody greets you like that, what do you say in response? What is the answer to, have you eaten already? Do you say, no, I haven't eaten yet?
Yeah,
Or
you just tell the truth.
No, that's what I want to know. Is it a literal question that you give a literal answer to?
I know
Or
what
is
you
it
said.
an idiom? Like if I say, how are you doing? I don't really want to know.
You
don't say that. You just say, hi. You know, that's a good answer. But I didn't know how they answer
Yeah,
that.
you just truthfully tell the answer. We 吃了. If you didn't, 没吃. That's it. I mean, just a formality. The person wouldn't really care about it.
But that's what I want to know, if there was an idiom or whether you just answer it like it's asked. That was my question.
Okay, thank you for your question. Now, everybody, let's listen to the audio of text today. And I'm sure you'll understand all of them together. Okay? Fine.
第8课，我想喝茶。
Lesson 8. I'd like some tea.
课文1，
Text 1.
你想喝什么？
我想喝茶。
你想吃什么？
我想吃米饭。
Okay? So,
New words. 想
想喝
吃米饭。
饭 Very good, very good. Okay. Person A, 他想喝什么？喝茶。他想吃什么？ Okay, very good. Let's read together, okay? 你想喝什么？
你想喝什么？
我想喝茶。
我想喝茶。
你想吃什么？
你想吃什么？
我想吃米饭。
我想吃米饭。
Perfect, perfect. Alright, so here, let's divide it. From here, I'm sorry, I'm gonna break you too. From here, 左边 left 左 you'll be person A. 右 person B. Oh, so symmetrical today. Okay, and A, start your question. 你想
喝什么？
Good.
我
茶 茶 A
你想吃什么？
吃
什么？
我想吃米饭。
Perfect. Exchange. Start with you.
你想喝什么？
我想喝茶。
你想吃什么？
我想吃米饭。
吃米饭。
吃米饭。
喝茶。
喝茶。
吃米饭。
吃米饭。
喝茶。
喝茶。
吃米饭。
吃米饭。
喝茶。
喝茶。
喝茶。吃米饭。吃米饭。吃米饭。喝茶。喝茶。吃米饭。Okay. Now, question. Person B, 他想喝水吗？他不想喝水。Or probably 想 is not quoting the text. Alright, 下一个 next one. Let's do some translation today. Alright, so you guys can try to write your answer on the paper. If you can, try to use characters. If you can't, pinyin will be good. Try to do some translation.
Could you repeat? I wasn't here last class. What? It's how?
How?
Not like the. No, how do you write how? What?
What? 什么?
Oh.
Here. Oh yeah, very good. Yeah.
Oh, very good. Okay.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
What? Ni.
You can steal your notes after all.
You pick it up, yeah? Okay. Teacher, there is who from drinking and who from and.
First tone 喝 drink.
Okay.
和 second tone 和 is and.
Io che lo hago en casa pues. 我想 me queda.
Hey. Não dói. É cheio.
Can you come here?
Aqui. Shoy. Shoy?
You should get the topics.
É assim ou ao contrário? Ao contrário.
Shui, é isso, shui.
That's one of the topics.
我不
No, this is
和我
there's no L. Yeah, there's no L. Sure, just a comma.
那个是是吗？
Yeah, just a comma. It's a bit weird. what?
这个是啥？我看他们是
Okay. Yeah, better.
Ah, nós tudo. Big, time, 是
这一模来的。是明天。
我不欠钱。啊，não, 明天，没饭。 Sim, eu não.
I didn't work because it was
Olha, eu acho que vou comer tudo isso aqui.
like this.
Yes, that's 我不欠你吃米饭。
No, no.
先
Very good.
吃 é seguinte, você
Finished?
que massa.
Okay, beautiful. 好 let's check, okay? So,
E tu?
第二步 can you please read your answer for the first one?
你呢？
是什么？
请
问，请问，
你想喝什么？
非常好。No, no, no. Vocês.
你呢？
你们想喝什么？请问，你们想喝什么 ？Everybody together. 请问，你们想喝什么 ？Okay. Second one, second one. 艾丽。
你呢？
我的妈妈想喝茶。喝茶。你呢？
你呢？
Oh, I got mixed. 我想睡。
Okay. In this case, in Portuguese you can say 想 and then agua to get the noun after that. But in Chinese you better say quiero beber agua. So 想
喝水。
exactly 想喝水. The third one. You have to go.
我不想吃 and then forgot the other
米饭，米饭，米饭。哎。
我想吃 and then it would be okay. 我不想吃米饭，我想吃面条，你呢？
非常好 very good, very good. Okay, now you are allowed to go. Very good. Everybody, the second one is together. 我妈想 Perfect. Last one.
我不想吃面
条。你呢？ Very good. Alright. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. 你想吃米饭吗？ If 你想吃米饭 stand up. And then try. If you want, stand up. If 你想吃米饭
We want
Very good. Very good. Oh, 想不想？
我想
你想？好，Okay. So, for the rest. 利奥诺想吃米饭吗？
雷奥不想。
他不想吃米饭。OK. Francisca 想吃米饭吗？他不想。OK. Dr. Wei 想吃米饭吗？
他想吃
Keep going.
米饭。
Very good, very good. Okay, second question. 你想喝茶吗？Copy that. If 你想喝茶 raise your hand. Oh, perfect. Keep raising, don't put it back. Keep raising. Alright, so that everybody can see. Right. So, question. 第二股想喝茶吗？
对。
他想吗？他想喝茶，Okay, so Antonio, 他想喝茶吗？不想喝茶。Okay, Antonio, you ask somebody. Just call somebody's name.
Caetana, Sim,
想吃米饭。Very good. So can you say it louder, please, so everybody can hear?
Caetana, 今年想吃米饭吗？
Very good. Kaitana 想吃米饭吗？ Kaitana 你想吃米饭吗？他不想。She didn't stand up, right? Okay. Yeah. So okay, Sishka, ask somebody anything.
阿姨，你想喝茶
吗？
我想喝茶。
哦，你想喝茶 ？Didn't see your hand rising. Okay. Very good, very good. 好。Now let's learn some survival food expression. So 怎么读？面包。And now again. 面包。 包 ，OK， 咖啡，咖啡 ，OK，
Eu já vi três cafés hoje.
鸡蛋，鸡蛋 ，still say 鸡蛋 without pinning, right？ 牛奶，yes， 奶 is milk， 牛奶 is milk from cow， 牛奶。Okay, now quick question. Do you still remember these terms that we just learned? We just said. Okay. So question. 爸爸喝什么？爸爸想喝什么 ？Tell me. Okay. And then. 不想。Yes, very good. 爸爸想喝咖啡，不想喝牛奶。
There's no and, there's just the sentence goes on.
Yeah, there's no and, just use a comma to break it. It's fine, just two little sentences put together. Okay, this is a 李小龙。Jackie, no, Bruce Lee, right? 李小龙。So 李小龙想喝什么？想吃什么？吃。
Eu ia dar uma atenção de 9 da manhã e eu ia fazer também. E demorei 3 horas.
Very good. 不想吃面包。Alright. Now， 这是谁？
我的汉语老师。
Very good. 他是你们的汉语老师。And now， 汉语老师想吃什么？想喝什么 ？Okay? And now I'm gonna read it to you, so you choose. 汉语老师，我想吃面包，我不想吃鸡蛋。A, B, C, which one?
C.
Yes, good job. Alright. Okay, now let's learn. Oh no, actually, let's take a 10 minutes break and then we'll take the second section.
So, when I wanted to go, I actually tried using this, with a friend of mine in China, and she answered, I thought, is that really the answer she's supposed to give me? Because I really didn't, I meant to use it like you said, have we yet as a kind of greeting. And I wasn't sure if that was, if she understood that I was using it in that way or not. Because it was such a literal answer, and I don't know. It's like if I were to say, how are you doing in English, and you were to start just telling me that you feel great, that would not be the right answer. You actually don't answer the question, you just say hi or something like that, because this how are you doing is just another way of greeting. Right? And I thought this would be the same in Chinese, and when I actually got that as well, so hopefully she understood what I meant. And that was why I asked you, what do you say when someone says this? Because in English, people make the mistake when they're learning English of thinking that how are you or how are you doing is a literal question.
I mean, that really depends on what relationship you have with the person, right? And if it's acquaintances, for example, you're passing somebody on the street and apparently the situation is like telling you it's not the time for big talk. So of course you just say, you understand is, okay, maybe just like hello, that's it. But if it's more intimate situation where the person is genuinely interested if you have did it or not, you will of course answer about what happened to my grandma, what happened to my aunt, what happened to blah blah blah. you know, just talk a lot. So I think it really depends on the context instead of just a cultural phenomenon here.
Yeah, and that's why I wondered if there was a stock answer to a stock question, a stock comment. And essentially the answer is to say, yeah, I haven't eaten. Or would you say, no, I haven't? Just does that mean anything except literally you haven't eaten yet?
It's really hard to say. It's a clear-cut question. It's either A or B. No, it's actually a mixture.
Yeah, because I tried to find out, and I read an article about it, and it said, for instance, that like if you come to somebody's house, and depending on who the older person is, and who you're acting with, all this sort of explanation about what this means when you say, have you eaten yet? And I thought, boy, this is a lot of stuff to pay attention to. It wasn't a simple answer, as you said, but I thought maybe there was a simple answer. Okay. Now, in German, there's this expression that I don't use, but a lot of people in offices, where they say Mahlzeit. And literally, Mahlzeit means mealtime. And you walk through the hall and you sit, people say, Mahlzeit, Mahlzeit, and you have to express it. What are they saying? Mealtime, mealtime. And it's actually an abbreviation of Haben Sie ein gesegnete Mahlzeit, meaning have a nice lunch as a greeting. And it's usually said during the midday. Whether you go to lunch or not, people say, wow, Mahlzeit. But it's just a greeting. It's not really talking. You don't have to go to lunch. It's not, they don't want to know what you're going to eat. So but it's almost like this kind of have you eaten yet? So I'm trying to figure, put the parallels to sort of how these things are used. It's not just the vocabulary, it's also the context. So that was my question.
I think it has to do with the specific culture here. It's more just common sense for human interaction. I mean, it's really depending on how the situation is.
Okay, so then she answered in the way she should have answered when I wrote that. She didn't misunderstand me. That was my concern.
Yeah, this is I never believe culture is like a monolithic thing. We have a block here. It's definitely one answer. I think it depends on people's their own habits also, their own style of talking. If the person was more passionate and more extroverted, probably you're actually wanting to know what did you eat today. But for some person, if they're more introverted, maybe just for formality, for social projection. So.
Well, how is it in your experience?
Mine?
Yeah, when you meet people and you say this to you, what's a typical situation when you're with your friends? You come in and you say this. Or
it really depends. It really depends on the people I'm talking to. It depends on the situation. It's really flexible in real life, and there's no absolute correct answer for this.
Okay. So it's probably easier to avoid if you don't want to be a confrontation.
Yeah.
Just say, ni hao, I'm sorry, everything else is too much.
It's okay to ask, 你吃饭了吗? And the person, he or she can choose what she wants, depending on if she's in rush or she will actually be interested in telling you.
Yeah.
You cannot force the other person to answer you in a certain way, right?
No.
And if the other person asks you, you can also judge, if this is a situation where it's appropriate for you to talk a lot. So if apparently you see that person is in rush and he's not that interested in what you want to flag out in words, you can just say, yeah, 吃了, and then keep going.
See, that's what I was getting at. That's a way of dealing with it in a uncomplicated, that makes it clear you understood, but you're not going into any depth. Sheila.
Yeah. Very depends on the situation.
No, but that's exactly the answer to the questions I wanted to know. How do you, in the simplest form, respond to that? Sheila. I ate.
sorry, I'm gonna put about dissertation. Yeah. The final. Finally, I embarked on a journey. I got courage to do so, and now I'm almost done. Probably within 1 weeks. That's me. Well, you know what? But it's like you spend so much time on your thing and you're doing a piece of shit because you put so much effort in it. It's actually kind of found like it's I feel a bit of a heartbreak as you combine it. It's more like it's obviously a favorable design for me. Probably in like stuff, there's going
Só
on.
nas férias. Não, mas isso foi porque meus pais não me iam deixar ir a Setúbal no dia de anos namorado. Então eu tive lá uma semana. E dia 3 de festa de anos e tive a festa de anos também no meu primo.
For your because you got first place in this competition for lessons, did they give you a prize or some kind of a certificate or?
It's just a certificate. Just a panda.
You got a panda and a certificate? No, I was just curious. I knew you got in the first place, but I didn't get to ask you what you got. They didn't say they're going to send you to on vacation always.
I hope so. At least I hope so. At least send me to Switzerland for fun.
Ele veio cá no evento.
Oh yeah, tomorrow will be another meeting the faculty.
I haven't talked to her, but today was impossible. I walked outside.
Mas tipo, dia 26 estava recuperando Natal.
Use their umbrella, like in a row, like not leaving my house until I and I think Paula was even worse. I texted, no, she. I texted her friend, like, I was bad there and then here.
I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's like midnight.
Midnight, exactly. I also woke up at like 8:30. Is my clock?
I know, it's like, we have the same reaction. And my umbrella was literally dancing harder than me in the room. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I have to go. I can't study at home. I was not productive today, and I really have to study. So, but I'm gonna text her. I think she also has, like, she has a presentation, so she has to prepare.
Yeah, alright. So in any case, I'll be there tomorrow.
I'm also going to be there tomorrow. I'll text her to see if she's going.
Sure.
And we really want to go Saturday, so I think we definitely want to go.
Saturday we have flea market.
Yeah. I'll take a whole
Alright, so let's start the next section.
Before I forget, one last technical question. What are the office hours upstairs? When are they open during the day?
Out there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's open only when we have classes.
So there's
When we-
nobody like there.
There's no
that you can-
fixed hour, like there's no office hours, only class hour.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if I wanted to check to see if somebody had found something, what would I have to do then? I'd have to go, how would I ask someone there if they had found something that was lost?
Yeah.
Turned it in, how would I get?
Yeah, after class, maybe you can check if there. Oh no, today is only we have class, so nobody's here, only us.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, alright. So, but I will ask my colleague because she doesn't know anything.
okay.
I had a question. If there was a difference from 你吃饭了吗 e 你吃饭了没有
There's no difference. 吃了吗？吃了没有？ It's literally the same. There's no difference here. 没有 it means no. So 吃了没有 that means have you eaten? Haven't you? It's like 你吃了吗 It's like have you eaten? 你吃了没有 It's like haven't you eaten? So the question is like opposite, but the answer, yeah.
And pragmatic, it's the same.
Pragmatic. I mean, in terms of functionality, yes, the same.
Thank you.
No problem. Alright, so 准备好了吗 Are you ready? Estão pronto? Okay, let's go. Second text. Let's listen first. Okay, let's listen first.
课文2。
Text 2。下午你想做什么？下午我想去商店。你想买什么？我想买一个杯子。New words。下午。商店。买。个。杯子。
Perfect，非常好 ，very good。Alright, so 下午 ，what is it？下午 that 下午 ，alright. First of all, we have what is it？ 这是什么？怎么读？下，非常好，下。Alright, so look at this character, and then this is like a horizon. A horizon, the upper part, the longest part, is a horizon. And then we have something under the horizon, right? The lower part, everything is under it. So under the horizon, you have under, this character means under. 下 low, at the bottom, I mean like 白鼠 下 okay. And what about up at the top of encima de? It should be like this. Again, horizon, right? And then we just put all the crap on the top of it. 上 上 下 Alright, and the second character we have is 什么怎么读 五 very good. And 你们知道 do you know 这个字 this character?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
牛
牛 okay, 牛 right, okay.
牛 and 这个是五 yeah 五 very good. With the head out 牛 without the head out 五 okay, so together and 五 it means 没有力 we divide our day into 3 parts 五 right in the middle 没有力 and then we have the 上午 it's before like up. It's like on the top of the melody. So if you put it more in the time zone, flip over, and then it's gonna be 上 over here, 下 over here. Melody, 上 morning, 下 afternoon. Yeah, understandable? Okay. 下午 that means afternoon.
So you could think of it then as the rising to noon and falling to noon.
Sorry?
You could think of it as rising to noon, like the sun rising, and then
Oh.
falling. in the
You could also
afternoon.
think that way, it's very smart, yeah. Okay. And now let's learn more about how we say the parts of the day. Alright, so first of all, 这个是早上，早上，早上，早 means 先 okay? 上 up. Very, very early in the morning. 早上. It's even earlier, more 早 than 上午. So 早上. We have a 上午 here. It's a morning. Even earlier. 早上. 早。 And then in the do you know this character? 这个是什么？
手
中，非常好。Together.
手
中午，中午，yes， 午 right， 午，下午午，中午。It's a mid, so between 上午 and 下午 11 o'clock to 13, where we eat lunch, that we call 中午. Okay. And 中 okay, 上 下 and 下午 will be afternoon, 下午. And we have 早上 when 早 stands for 亵渎 and how do we say what will be night, like night. It's gonna be an opposite word for 早. So late in Chinese mean it's called 晚 and that is why we have evening, have a late here. 晚上 late.
and midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah, what's midnight? 中 something.
Midnight. We have another word, 夜, that means night. So 半夜, half night.
Okay.
Yes, it's a bit complicated with the word. But if you want, this means half.
Okay.
夜 this means night, half night, midnight. 半夜. Alright, so now this time I'm going to tell you the hour and you tell me what part of the day it is, okay? Alright, so I will tell you. 七点 点 means o'clock, okay? 7点 okay, 7点
7点是
Antonio.
Oh, I didn't know that you had already asked someone.
7. Where's 7? 7 is number 7. 7 where? Yeah, 早上 7 o'clock in Chinese, it's morning, early morning, 早上 Okay, very good. 太赞了. Okay. 10点 10 点 we're going with the 24 hours methods. So 10点 上午 it's like the later part of the morning, right? So 上午 this is the early part of the morning. So 上午10点是上午 Put in between here. Yeah? Alright, so Marta? 15点 15点 Very good. 下午。Alright. So Rota. 20点。Very good. Very good. I know in Portuguese culture, you ate dinner very late. You ate jantar no 8, maybe. So you put evening for later, like after 8, right? But in China, we eat dinner at 6 p.m. Yes, that's why I'm like fucking starved. There's no restaurant. Yeah, my biological clock was like protesting, but so that's a major difference. And we put after dinner as evening in China, so after 6 p.m. So
Here it's more with the light. It's more with the light, not the dinner. It's not the reference at the afternoon.
Oh,
If you have sun, it's good afternoon. If you don't have sun, you say good night.
But your sun usually rate like fall in 6 half or something like that, right? So it should be
in the
evening after
winter.
in the winter. Oh.
Yeah, because in summer you can have sun until 9:30.
Yeah. Yes, but culture, this part is not
it's
changing,
a mix
right?
between the light and the dinner, but it's
Yeah.
not specific age.
Good point, good point. Okay, so Ali, now for you, let's say 14点。14点。
下午。
非常好 ，very good。I'm so done。OK， 7点。7点。7点。Antonio， 7。OK， 7点。What is 7？早。Yes, very good. 早上，非常好。Okay, so okay, easier for you. 12点。
It's midday.
It's midday.
Yeah, but I don't.
Middle. How to say middle?
I don't remember the first character.
中。 Yeah.
China, just have to say China.
中国。
Oh, yeah. Drum shop.
中午。没有理。中午。Middle 没有理。中午。好 ，OK, so 40个。16点。
下午。
非常好 ，very good。OK， 就看看22点。
晚上。
非常好，22点。OK, so 它6点。
早上。
Very good， 早上。Alright, so okay, so Lawrence 17点。
Lunchtime.
Yeah. No. 17点。17。
One.
17。这是17在 here or here?
This one.
下午。呀，下午。Below 不好意思，下午。Below the midday, so afternoon. You really need to think about like geographically like this, and you need to put it down like this. Alright. Okay, wait for you. 24点。24. What is 24?
Yeah, okay,
Put your number out. Put your finger out. What is 24? What is it? 24. Yes, very good. 24. 24, yes. 24, 24.晚上 Okay, no, it's 晚上 What did you say?
From midnight to 6 a.m. What do you say? Nothing.
It's gonna be more complicated. We need to divide even more. Okay, if you wanna know, there you go. From 24, 00 to
6.
5 or 4 or 5. It's called 半夜 midnight. Half night. And after 4, so 4 to 6, it's gonna be 凌晨. Oh gosh. 凌晨. Well, it's interesting because 晨 means morning. 凌, it's near. It means near. So near morning. 凌晨 from 4 or 5 to 6. And this is so you can see when sun is rising a little, you can see the flames. Then that we call near morning 凌晨. But after the midnight, you mean like all pitch black. That's what we call 半夜, where everybody's sleeping. Dead sleep.
What is it near? Lean and the second one?
晨 means morning. 晨 means morning. It's a more poetic way to say morning. So 凌晨 near morning. Okay. So since we already know 早上、上午、中午、下午、晚上, how do we greet each other in a certain time? For example, boa noite, bom dia, boa tarde. We use this word. How to say hello? Second word. 好, good, right? Boa. So, this is the order. We do the time first, and then good. Just like 你好, right? We say something is good. 你, you, good. Morning, good. Afternoon, good. Night, good. That's how we greet each other. So, how to say good morning? Yeah, you could say 早上好. Yeah, in this case, it's a little bit more complicated because for morning in general, we like for greeting in the morning, we don't specify it, divide into two. It's early morning, or because it's too exhausting. We just make everything 早上. So good morning is 早上好, but we don't say that much 上午好. Although we do, but it's more common to say 早上好. 早上好, bom dia. What about good noon? Like when you're about to eat lunch.
Luncheon?
No. Yeah, louder. Exactly. 中午好. 中午好, that's good noon. So if you text me during 11 to 13, what you say is 中午好，老师，中午好。Yeah? Okay, and then after that, how to say good afternoon? Good afternoon. Very good. 下午好，下午好，下午好。How about boa noite? Very good. 晚上好，晚上好。Okay, perfect. And actually, 好, it means good, right? It's very common. And I'm gonna teach you a more poetic thing. This. First of all, and literally means calmo, tranquilo. And you could also wish the other person to have a quiet, calm morning, quiet, calm evening, quiet, calm noon. So we say 午安 is good noon. 早安 good morning. 晚安 good night. Good night. Because here 晚上好 means good evening. But if you want wish the other person you even being quiet, they're mostly more suggesting that quiet sleep, right? Calm sleep. So 晚安 is what you say to the other person when you're about to sleep. So it's even later than normal 晚上. So 晚安 good night. 晚上好 good evening. 早上好 good morning or 早安 and good noon. 中午好 or 午安.
In some, this is again a context question. For instance, in German, you have Guten Abend, which is something you say when you greet someone in the evening, and Guten Nacht, which is something you say when you are actually separated, departing. They both mean Abend and Nacht, both mean night, but the Gute Nacht is reserved for like when you say when you leave somebody's house or when someone goes to bed, whatever. Is it like that with 晚安?
Yeah, 晚安. 晚安 it's more like you finish the conversation. Like you've been talking about a lot. You've been talking with the other person, but it's about the time that you finish conversation. It's around the time that it's late at night. So you just say 晚安 to the other person as a way to say goodbye, 再见.
Yeah,
So
okay.
晚安. Finish conversation or just generally wish the person have a good
Okay.
sleep. 晚安. Alright. So, okay. How do you read this one, everybody? Very good. 下午好, right? Good afternoon. Okay, so can you guess what is 下午? What? 茶. Yeah, what is 下午茶?
Afternoon tea.
So it's afternoon tea. This kind of stuff. You eat after lunch, before dinner.
Well, there's something like that in Portugal called lanche.
Lunch. Oh, lunch misto.
Which is it's not so common anymore, but it used to be something that you'd have a meal like afternoon tea in England. It comes before dinner, but after lunch.
Yeah, that's that. Why are you laughing? Isn't it the same thing? Lunch misto is what you eat for 下午茶, right? Yeah. I'm an expert here. Okay, next one. What does it mean, this?
See.
见. So 下午见. What is 下午见?
So something. Well, Sienna is to see something, yeah.
Sorry?
Good afternoon.
Okay, louder.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. 见. What is 见? When you say goodbye to other person, what do you say?
See someone.
再见.
再见. And 见 means see, right? See. So 下午见 that means
See you.
yes. A day afternoon. 下午见。A day after. See you afternoon. So by the same rationale, we can say 明天见 right? Até amanhã. 下星期见 Até próxima semana. Blah 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 见 See you that day.
So, 下午见 implies that you will see the person again the same day, or it's just a general see you later.
The same day afternoon. The same day afternoon. Yes.
So it's fine.
But our other law doesn't imply that we will see the person the same day. Sim, acho que não é.
Assim é misterioso.
Até logo it should be like if.
É tipo, parece nunca mais vão ver. É tipo, já não vão ver. Porque é
Ai, não sei, não era nada se vocês conversam. Porque imagina, se não é nada escolhido para contar com outra pessoa.
I think if you wanna express like see you in a while, but you're not for certain which day is it, then you say see you next time. 下次见，下 next 下 here next 剩下次 means time， 下次见 see you next time。 次
O que estás a ver?
下次见 blah blah blah
Estás a
见。
preparar a minha agenda?
And you find a pattern like all these rules we learn. It's more like you put the time at the beginning, and then after that, what about the time, right? Like in Portuguese, you say bom dia, 好，早上, right? In Chinese, you reverse it, 早上好. And here it says in Portuguese, até amanhã. So 见明天, right? But in Chinese, switch it. 明天见. We always say time first, and then say what about the time? To see or good or what? Alright, and what about this? 怎么读?饭 Very good. 吃午饭 What does it mean? Exactly. 吃午饭 To eat lunch. To eat lunch. And then what about to eat dinner? Dinner. But you said 早 right? 晚饭吃晚饭 eat dinner. And what about pequeño almuerzo? Very good. 早饭早午晚是不是没有？早饭、午饭、晚饭。Pequeño almoço, jantar. Too messy? That's good. Any questions? Okay, and now question. First one, let's read this part. 今天下午你想做什么？Understand? 做饭 to make sorry 做菜 to make dish 做 to make 今天下午你想做什么 ？OK 明天呢 and tomorrow alright so here is an example the same okay specify the time again 今天下午我想student 学生学 study right 学English 英语 English language 英语 so 学英语 exactly study English 我想学英语 and then because you're asking what activity you're doing specifically right what activity you place the question with the specific information 学英语 and the rest is just repeat right okay and what about this the second question 明天呢 so 明天我想看 very good
汉语书
yes 看汉语书看汉语书 right 看汉语书 okay and then remember last time we were talking about the consecutive verb put together so here you can suggest the location also you want to 你想看汉语书 but 在哪儿 on 的哪儿 okay then you provide specific thing here 去学校 go to where go to school 学校 so together 书汉语书看汉语书去学校看汉语书想看汉语书我想看汉语书明天我想看汉语书final one último 明天我想去学校看汉语书 Let's go 明天我想去学校看汉语书 Oh, good job! So far, I think this is the most complicated sentence we've done so far. Good job. Okay. So.
Eu mandei
Okay, and after that, let's learn a new word. How to read? 怎么读？怎么读？商店。Yes, 商店。Very good. Loja. All right, now let's look at these together one by one. Okay, so about this 商 word. Alright, so I want you to open your imagination. This is an eye. This is a So, a person's face. And now, of course, if we're talking about face, we need something round, right? A face. Yeah? And then, you see, businessmen are usually like so flaunting with a hat. So, on the face, you have a hat. 商 business. Business. Comércio. Negócio. 商. Of course, this hat is a bit too small. I mean, this prettier. 商. 商. Very good. How do you say businessman? Yes, exactly. 商人. Alright, and next word. How to read it? 怎么读？店，拿手店。Okay, so look at this. We have a roof. Okay? And then the wall, a wall standing here. And then in the middle, the wall, the roof. Okay? And then in the middle, imagine this is a box, like a safe, a treasure box, whatever you want, a box. And then you put here a stick on it, suggesting that this is mine. You mark it, this is mine. So, this character in Chinese, this one in the middle, 占, it means occupy. It means occupy, to hold, to occupy. And then you occupy a place, so it's a loge. Shop, so it's a shop. 店. A loge. And then a loge for business. So, 商店, general altogether means shop.
So it means that this second character can also be used for other things. It's a word by itself.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. And actually, if you want to specify what the shop is for example, bookstore, right? 书店. Yeah, you've learned this also. 书店. Alright, so question. Let's read. 明天. Yeah, 明天. 下午.
你住
哪? Yes, very good. 哪儿? Where? 哪儿? Where? 明天下午 Tomorrow afternoon. 你去哪儿 Home.
Where are you going?
Yes. Now, tell me if I'm going to, for example, I want to buy something. Okay, I want to buy something. So, 我 去
want to
商店 exactly. 明天下午 Okay, 我想 I want to, right? Because I haven't been there. I haven't I wasn't on the way to go there. So 我想去 is expressing the wish for the future. 我想去商店.
Mm-hmm.
明天下午我想去商店. Wonderful. Alright, now next one. 这是什么?
这是
商店. Very good. Measure word for 商店 is. Hey, you've taken HSK1 before, right?
Well,
This goes-
Bane.
Hmm?
For sure is Bane.
For sure is 本. Actually, we have two ways to express a measure word for 商店. One is our old friend, which is Yeah, 一个商店 or it could be 一 family 家一家商店 both are fine because in ancient China I think business start from the family, right? It's a family business and then you expand, you have all this capitalist thing going on, but at the very beginning you have the family going on and open the shop, so family business 家商店。Okay. So again, businessman. Very good. 商人。Okay. And what about this? What is it? 书店 is bookstore. Perfect. 书店。And what about 饭米饭 right? 米饭 rice 饭 food in general in this case. For example, 早饭 beginning of the 末数，午饭 晚饭 饭 meal. So loge for meal 饭店 yes restaurant.
And if you're a woman, you have to know where the Xian, that is.
Huh?
The Xian.
新店鞋店 What word are you trying?
Shoe store.
鞋店 yeah 鞋店 Okay, actually 饭店 before, I mean for now usually refer to restaurant where we eat, right? But in ancient time, this family business, right? 一家商店 they were thinking, since we're providing food for the other, and after you eat the food, you feel sleepy, you might want to sleep there. So those 商店 started to provide accommodations, and that's why in China right now, when we say 饭店, it could also mean hotel.
So how do you like distinguish it?
I mean, this is more common. This one is more common, and in some contexts it could mean this, but that just depends on the context. You would know if you get a cue in your conversation.
Imagine that you want to make a surprise. You can say that you are going to a restaurant and you end up at the hotel.
It'd be like a wood.
Like if you want to surprise
That's called
someone.
seduction.
We have a different word for hotel. That's more often commonly used.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but like 饭店 in some context it could mean hotel. That's why I'm trying to say.
Say,
And if you
I'm
want to
going to take you to a restaurant, but I really want to take you to a hotel.
Okay, that's too much imagination right now. Just keep it down. Okay, how do you say Chinese restaurants? Yes, again. 店. Okay, so what is 汉语 Leonor?
Chinese.
汉语.
Chinese language. Yeah,
Chinese language.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you are not going to practice your language in the restaurant, right? So.
Yeah.
Except the hot dinner. 中国 Okay, 中国饭店 This literally says China restaurants. And if you see, you walk in the portal, I think I come across some restaurants, 一些饭店 that say 中国饭店. I think I saw it on the title. It said 中国饭店. And now you're able to see it and recognize it. And you can write to whoever company, say, hey, I know the Chinese character, do you? 中国饭店. Alright. formal word. Last one for today. My. Very good. My. Proud. My. Okay. It's a lot. That's a lot. It's gonna be the next section. Okay, let's do it next time. Let's do it next time so that it doesn't break. All right. So before the class end, I wanna announce something. Where's my phone? Oh, that's my phone.